I'm Christine, and this is my journey to convert this into a garden. Welcome to my Garden Odyssey. Strong winds forecast for tomorrow, so I need to move one of these. This is fencing, so the wind over to the other side of the canvas shed. And use it to tie another support over the top. I've lashed together two long lines, and threw it over, and fortunately first throw it went right over. Thought that could be a problem, but it worked. Now I've got to get this really heavy 3.5 metre long piece of fencing somehow from there over to the other side of the canvas shed. So I did it. I've got these webbing straps already on here, but I've added these two long lines strapped together, tied to one of the pieces of Harris fencing, which has got the rubber boot on the top, and I've topped it up with another piece of Harris fencing. So I'm hoping there's no way it's going to go anywhere, but as you can see, it's really loose. I never did learn how to do a knot. I'm going to do a reef knot, but that's it. Half hitch, all that stuff, no. So I don't know how good it's going to be, but anyway, it's there, it's done. I've got those two pieces of Harris fencing over from the other side, which was a major achievement. Fingers crossed this tent, well, this canvas shed doesn't go anywhere overnight or during the day, because it's full of craft stuff and other things I need while I'm here. All the rest of my belongings are in storage, but this is storage here. You can see it just flaps the whole night. So, which is right outside my bedroom window. So I hear that all night long. And sometimes it's so loud, I'm just convinced, like last night, that it had come off. So I was out here at 3 o'clock in the morning, just checking on it. Anyway, it's now got 4 straps. Let's hope it withstands the wind. Now, the wind really dropped for a while, but it's starting to pick up a bit. And it's raining, and there's big grey clouds, and I think that's the beginnings of a storm. So what I've done is I've put another line up. So it's got 3 webbing straps and 2 lots of long lines, and my friend Stephen has told me how to do the knots. So this is actually quite tight now. Both of them are quite tight. In fact, tighter than the webbing. But I don't think any of it's going anywhere. So 2 lots of straps now, all the way across there. Oh, I hope it just holds. Fence is coming down. It's the morning after Storm Eunice hit, and I'm going to have to do a load of clearing up. This has come off the fence. The Harris fencing has all moved. It was along this line here. It's moved over there, which means I've no longer got a gate. That fence over there came down because the shed fell down, so it took the fence with it, but I've managed to prop it up. It's still really wobbly, and as you can see there's a massive gap there. This is what happened to everything that was out in the compound. The shredder, the chairs. The Harris fencing has moved. That line of flower pots is where the fencing was. Another piece of artificial grass. The canvas shed has stood up, but it's lost. Well, it's not lost, but the webbing on the end, this end, came off. I don't know when. All this netting on the fence has just ripped off. So I've got to somehow see if I can push that fencing back into place. But I'm going to start by clearing up some of this mess. Well, that's a bit better. I've moved the fence back, but I couldn't actually move it back to where it was. And I know where it was because there's a line of pots there. I've redone the strap over the top of the canvas, and I've tightened all the other webbing. I'm now going to go and see if I can screw down the feet that are screwed into the concrete, because some of them are loose, which isn't good. This is all much better. Pick those up. Got the green. That's all okay. Artificial grass is over there, but I'm not spreading it out yet. So the only thing I've not done is around the gates here, and that's because there's no gap. That's one post of the gate, and that's the other post of the gate, and that's the gate over there. And unless I can pull this over to here and create a wide enough gap for the gate to close, then all I'm doing is making a gap big enough for the dogs to get through. So at the moment it's secure, the dogs can't get out, and I think I'll have to wait for Stephen. Wind has eased off a bit, believe it or not, which means I can actually get round to the other side of the caravan. See, the fence is a bit wobbly, but it's stood up so far. The gates have stood up so far. I had to move that shed. That was a real struggle. I had to get it. It was located at the back there by that gate, so I had to get it out the gate and round. It's really heavy, and it means that the wind isn't blowing it onto the gate and taking the whole of that fence down. I think the sky's brightening up a little bit over there. I'm just being optimistic. So I can actually walk around the other side. Although it's still really windy. In here. Those trees and my trees over there. Everything's still in place. Now I've got to get some food out of the freezer around here for the dogs, which is round here, which is where the wind's at its worst. So I've got to get it out of here. Unfortunately, the cow's shed is still intact. Inside. I'll leave it for now. The wind is finally dropping, and it's still blustery, as you can see from my flags. the sun has actually been shining, peering through a bit, but it's still intact. What a week. I thought the wind had eased off a bit. I'm breathless trying to walk against this wind, but it's not. It's just as gusting. All my plants are falling over, and I can't get out of the gate. I can't shut it and get out in it. I can't get out of the gate. So I'm going to have to try and move this foot. Oh, God. Well, I thought the wind had dropped a bit, but it hasn't. It's really strong. I had to abandon the walk with the dogs because it was too strong. That's all fallen over. The gate was shut. The wind has blown the spot away, so I'm going to have to try and move that. Oh dear, it's never ending. I managed, out of breath, sorry. I managed to move this boot and that one so that the gates are now open and close, so I can keep the dogs in here securely. I'm going to leave them lying down because they're just going to fall down again. And that gate's working, and this gate's working. Time for a cup of tea, I think. Is this ever going to end? I've tightened up all these swagging straps. So you can see the wind is really vicious. Definitely going in now. Another day, sunshine today, lots of clouds. It's still really windy though. So I've come out into the garden just to check, see what's been happening in the wind. There's a comet over there. The comet's really quite poorly. He's got arthritis, so I'm taking him out here so he can walk around and get some exercise. So we've got a dustbin in there. Branch come down there by the looks of it, but holly, this looks like it's come down a bit over here. Yes, that's definitely come down because it's covering the dead hedge, which we were able to get to. So that's come down. Chairs come down. Incinerators disappeared. Oh, it's over there. It's not too bad. Comet's gone from the potter around the cricket field. He's just looking to see if I'm coming, which I am. So not too bad. It's still nice blue sky out there. It's too windy though for me to do anything today. It's much too windy. And I'm feeling that this is another storm coming in. We'll see. Been an interesting week. Let's hope next week I can get down to some